So get this, just the other day, my daughter comes over for a surprise visit. She just showed up, and naturally I said, "Hi, honey," and she said, "Hi, Dad." And then just as soon as she gets in, she goes back out of the house and goes out to her car and comes back in with this big box. She says, "I've got something for you." So you've got something for me. It's not Christmas. It's not my birthday. Honey, why are you carrying a big box? And so she says, "It's a new TV set." So a new TV set, I said, "I don't need a new TV set. My old TV is fine." She says, "Dad, you're always saying your old TV is fine, and I just am so tired of listening to that. You need a better TV. I'm sick and tired of you getting up and having to walk over and turn the dial to change the channel. My daughter is all about no dials." And she just kept saying I needed this forever. So I didn't want to argue with her. So I said, okay. So she gets this big box, she empties it out, and there's this big TV, and she sets it up in front of the other TV. So then she goes to unpacking the box even further, and she takes out this little black rectangle, and she says, "This is really why she wanted me to have it. It's something called the remote control. You don't have to get up." And I said, all right, I heard about them, and so let's give it a try. So I start pressing these buttons, and it's true, the channels change right on the TV, and you don't even have to do anything. You just press this button. It's really great. And there's so many more channels. It's fantastic. There's like hundreds and hundreds of channels. And you know what there's a lot of on television, it turns out? Basketball. And that looks pretty good. And basketball is very exciting. And I remember basketball from when I was young. I remember you throw the ball and it goes in the ring. But I hadn't been seeing much basketball since then, but I watch it on television. It's extremely exciting and lots of fun. So I thought to myself, I would like to try this basketball. So I called the Kowalski brothers. Carl Kowalski has been the handyman for my family ever since my dad was a boy, and so he always does all really great work. And his younger brother Anislav, they just do tip-top work. So I called him and I said, I want to play some basketball, and so I need to have a basketball court installed. And he said, okay, they would do it. So look what I've got. I've got a basketball court. The Kowalski brothers delivered. They did. They gave me a basketball court. Sort of. Actually, this is the way it came out, and I tried to start to complain to Carl about it didn't look right, and he only seemed confused. And I said to Anislav that didn't seem right, but he said, "Oh, don't worry about it. They didn't have a basketball court in stock, and they had this available, so they put this one in." There's some kind of confusion like that. I mean, I think they're both getting a little senile, actually. But in any event, then Anislav says to me, "Well, it plays both, and so I should be happy." And I said, "It plays both? What do you mean it plays both?" He says, "You just enjoy your basketball court and be happy." And so that's what I'm going to do. So I called up my daughter and I told her, guess what? I have got a basketball court, and I'm going to play me some basketball. She said, "Well, that's wonderful, but you don't even own a basketball." And I said, "Oh, yes, I do. Stanislav gave me an old basketball of his that was left over from when he was a kid, and he gave it to me as a gift for completing the contract, which is great. And he also gave me this, which, because he said the court plays both, and so he gave me this. Then my daughter said, "But you're going to need basketball clothes." And I said, "I know." So as you can see, I got myself some basketball clothes. I rummaged around in the closet and I dug out my old athletic shoes, and they're practically good as new, and they're going to allow me to twist and turn and pivot whenever I need to. Then I went to the store and I got these. I went up to the clerk and I said, "I need basketball clothes." And she says, "What?" And I said, short pants. And she said, "Sir, are you trying to be deliberately funny?" And I said, "No, but eventually we got these pants, and they're great." But that did get me thinking. I wasn't trying to be funny, but I always do love a rib tickler, and so I thought I would get a funny shirt, and that's what I did. Look at this. You see, it's a turtle, and a turtle is very slow and basketball is very fast, and so it's ironic. So then I called my daughter back and told her about my turtle shirt and how funny it was. I mean, she didn't laugh out loud. She never does that when I tell her jokes. But I could tell because she said, "Boy, Dad, that's a real knee slapper." And you know, I know she and I are so close. We have the exact same sense of humor. It was a knee slapper. So let's give this turtle shirt and Stanislaus ball a try and see what basketball is like. I can't wait. Look at me, I'm Kareem. Let's try it left-handed. Let's try it right-handed. Okay, it's fun. Let's try it all the way from over here. I'm going to back way up on the court. Try it from here. What? What? Oh. That was my neighbor. He said something about dribbling, and I apologize. I didn't think I was dribbling, but if I was, I'm sorry. So watch this. This is called driving to the basket. My daughter says I have to be really good at that if I want to be good at basketball. So it turns out this is a lot of fun. What? Okay, that was my neighbor again. He says I'm supposed to bounce the ball. I don't think that's true, but okay, let's try that. Yeah, it works that way too. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, that works. Let's try this one. Okay, try under the leg. Okay, so far it's going really well, so I've backed way up and make it a little harder. I'm way behind the badminton net, which I think in basketball is called the 3-point line, but let's see how I can do from here. I'm going to give it a shot. Oh, okay, well, it works from here as well. Okay, so now I've backed myself way up on the Stanislaus court. At the far end. Let's see how well I can do from here. Okay, this one's going to be harder. Got to line myself up just right. Swish. What? Oh. Okay. So my neighbor just told me to stop showing off, and if I really was any good, I should try really hard shots. And so he just said, why don't you shoot it around the world? And you know what? Give it a try. Let's see. Now, this is not going to be easy at all. Let's see. Okay, it's on its way. This is going to take a while. See, it's not, I don't know how much hope I have for this shot. Worked. I was right. Basketball is so much fun. I can see why people like to play it, and I can see why rich people pay lots and lots of money. I heard that this one guy, LeBron James, pays millions of dollars just to play basketball. What? They pay him millions of dollars? Why? It's not that hard.